Welcome everybody to Let's Talk About It with Yogi Hamm. I'm Yogi Hamm, and this is my garage, Slam and Ham Studios. In case you didn't know that already, if you ain't been here before, you ain't gonna have a clue what's going on. Cause we're halfway through this is a category. This category is movie monsters. The good movie monsters too, boy. And I'm gonna be covering these movie monsters, telling you about them, and I'm gonna tell you what movie they're from, and then you go watch them, and then you go look at that monster, and you go, "Damn, Yogi was right. That's a good ass monster right there." And you come back here and you put in the comments, "You was right, Yogi." And I was like, "Damn right it was, told you." Anyway, that's how we do that. But yeah. This here's Movie Monsters Volume 6, and I think I got two more. I got two more done. So I'm going to have to go back and start watching some of them old movies from a long time ago that didn't come to mind right away when I was like, where's a good monster at, you know? And then sometimes I'll just be sitting somewhere, driving or sitting watching TV, and then I'll go, "Oh, what about that movie monster?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," and I got to go write it down real quick. I thought of one today, and I was like, how did I forget that one? And then I'm going to tell you something. The first one I'm talking about tonight, how did this even get all the way back into Volume 6? This should have been Volume 1, Episode 1, something. But I told you at the beginning, these ain't in no order. But it still should have come to mind quicker. Can't believe it didn't. And that's the Wolfmans. I say two because I'm talking about the original, 1941. And that remake too, with them people in it from 2010. Yeah, monster. Now I know in 2010 when there's some CG damn eye, but the only part that bothered me is when a couple of times when he's running across the roofs, and then he'd be running and he'd switch to running on all four, and you could tell that wasn't real. But that's really the only thing in the movie that I had a problem with. Except, well, there's one part where somebody's head rolls into the damn fireplace, gets all singed up, and then rolls out, and then that didn't look too good. When that happened, that didn't look too good. And that ain't gonna be no surprise to you, because when you saw it, you would have been taken out of the movie for a second. You'd have been like, that didn't look good. But now I'm already warning you that's there, so don't worry about that. Go watch that movie. I love me some werewolves, boy, and I like them bipedal damn upright ones, using their front ones as claws like that. I like him better, but like I said, every now and then there'll be one that, look at that shirt with all them clowns on it. Look at that. I don't like him. I don't like clowns, boy. Ooh, I don't like him. Look at that. Look at that gut, too. That's a hernia. That's a hernia sticking out. That's what makes shirts stick up. Anyway, yeah, I love me some werewolves. American Werewolf in London, he's all on all fours. But I didn't care because he looks just that his face is damn scary. Let's move on to the next. Them cape things. Remember them cape things? In that movie, The Decent. Yeah, with all them women splunkers. And they go down that cave. And they keep going down, they get lost, and then next thing you know, there's some there's some cave things, boy. Them's creepy looking. I don't like him. They scary looking like it. And they's all albino because they've been down in the cave, ain't out in the sun, so they all white, and their eyes are all pale like this. See that? Look at that. I don't like that, boy. I don't like them things, and they vicious. Woo, they vicious, boy. They jump right in there. They go for the neck right off a bat. They ain't even playing around. They wow, neck. But yeah, that movie. That's for what was that? That was 09 2009. Yeah, them things are creepy. They don't like him, boy. And I'm gonna tell you another one. I've already spoke about this one before. Cause this one scared the crap out of my kids. They still won't watch that damn movie just for that. I try to get them every now and then because they come over almost every weekend. We just hang out and bring their dogs and hang out. We eat candy and cakes and drink sodas. We have a good old time, boy. Anyway, I've been trying to get them to watch that again. I don't even want to watch that. But, yeah, and that's Pee-wee's Big Adventure, boy. You wouldn't think a great movie monster would come from that. Large Marge. Remember that truck driving woman? Boy, she's driving. It's a terrible night. A night just like this. And when they pulled the body, they would look like it. And that tongue come out like that. Ooh, it was claymation. It's stop motion, but it's still, you know what? Nobody doesn't give a damn. That's still, she'd come around, flip that head around that tongue. My kids would, them kids would get up, they knew it was coming, they get up and they go right by the door, like right around the door, they barely see them peeking around. Ooh, what you want to watch? I don't know, you want to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure? No, okay. No, don't put it in. All right, go ahead. Stuff like that, because they wanted to watch it. But they scared to. So, but Large Marge, boy, she deserved her own damn movie. She should have got that. But anyway, we're moving on to the next one, Brundle Fly. From that remake, what year was that? The Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Marge Large, that's 1985. I forgot to tell you that. So, The Fly, the remake, I think is 1986. Had that Jeff Goldblum in it. And then that Gina with big smile. I can't think of her last name right off this second, but she got a big old smile. She's in Beetlejuice, you know. Gina something. Lovelace, I don't know. But Brundle Fly, boy, Jeff Goldblum, he get in that pod. He don't run that pod in there too. That flies in there. And he come out and he looked fine for a little while. But then he started having problems. He started doing his head like that. And then he started getting these little hard, damn, pointy, hard hairs coming out. And then all of a sudden his teeth started falling out and he's turning into the Fly. That's a gross-ass movie, boy. They don't show it, but his peen fall off. Ooh, don't put that in a movie. He's in a jar in the bathroom. And then his teeth fall out and then it just starts turning and then his head split open. Ooh, it's gross. My daughter watched that one time. She said, "Nuh-uh, she ain't ever watching that again." I asked her a couple years ago. I said, "Hey, you want to watch that again?" She said, "No." That's probably why I keep asking her to watch them damn movies. That's why she make me do them fan mails. Okay, next one, Peliquin. He's in that movie Nightbreed from 1990. Clive Barker directed that, and it ain't great, but it's pretty damn great. Yeah, it's well worth it. That one I already talked about all the things in that. But in the Peliquin, he's kind of like red, and he's all muscly, and he's got this bald head, but it comes back, and then it goes into these things like almost like dreadlocks, but they's like skin. And then when he gets mad, his face distorts a little bit, and them things on his head start whipping around, and smacking people and crap. Peliquin, he looked good, boy. He could have got his own movie. I'd have watched that. Damn right I would. Okay, next. Every damn thing in that movie terrified. Everything in it. Everything. You get sucked in that movie, bye. You ain't making it if you on that street. Little kid. That little creepy kid sitting at the table. His little suit on, all dirty. And he been gone a while, but the his milk, he got a glass of milk sitting there. And then them, it has some creepy ass shit. And then that woman at the beginning in the shower, look at, I can't believe who thought of that? Who thought of that? That's what I'm saying. But every damn thing in there be counted as a good dang Terrified 2017. It's in Spanish, so you got to read the words. But unless you speak Spanish, then you don't have to read the words. It's for people that don't. So go watch that if you dare. But I'm gonna let you go after that one. The song, I said, what'd be a good song for a monster thing? And I said, well, what would happen if there's a monster here? I come up and grab a hold on me. Grab a hold of my shirt or grab me by the belt loop or something, and what would I be doing? I'd be going, turn me loose, turn me loose. So there's that song, 1981 from Loverboy. Turn me loose. Go listen to that. Go listen, that's a good song. You guess what? Only song by them I ever liked. That everybody working for the week. I hate that crap. I hate that. That's going on. I'm going to be talking about that again. You're going to hear me talk about that again on the awful song list. All right. So anyway, that's it. You know what? I would love play a monster in a movie. I'd be a good one too, because I ain't afraid to get down and get all crazy, get all funky and everything. I ain't scared to. I'd do it. What's your favorite monster in the movies? What's your favorite? Tell me, look at that motherfucking clown. Tell me what your favorite is. And then put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. I ain't got a problem talking about it. You know me, I'll talk. Huh? All right, bye.